Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K. Sports NBA action. It's coming up with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers. Right side Morant. The offensive rebound. Smith outside. Three-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Now here's Mitchell. Back to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Zubac with the steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. A nice shot by Smith.
Well, this is Zubac. He's such a team-first guy. You find an open teammate, put the ball where it needs to be.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Outside Robinson. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Erik Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Allie?
Feels good about their chances if they can prevent Kawhi Leonard from taking over. We're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer who can score from all 3 levels and can take your best scorer out of the game. I asked him, so what's the plan? He said, survive.
Thanks for that, Allie. And Grant, the Heat, last season, retiring Udonis Haslem's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Now here's Robinson. And again, Miami with a triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Wiggins with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Robinson. Goes back up. Another shot. And stolen by Leonard. Here we go, one-on-one. Powell's shot is off. Heat trailed by 4. The kick out to Banchero. And it's off from 3-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of, so once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. Powell's shot is off.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now here's Morant. Leonard up top. Back to Moran. Pass to Zubats. Outside Moran. 5 to shoot. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter here.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Coffey. Knocks it loose. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
The Clippers lead by 3. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Pass to Towns. To the right side. From the arc. He can't get it to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Los Angeles.
The Clippers, 14.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Pass to Love. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And Simmons has got the ball here for Los Angeles. 4-point game. They host the Hawks after this one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And keeping us updated from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
Yeah, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Wagner powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, the big man, Mo Wagner, getting to it. Nice finish.
Pass to Moran. Now here's Zubats. The rebound by Burks. Outside Love. 4-3. He goes up again. Tries yet again. And Wagner with the layup. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
That, to me, is exactly the kind of play you want from Mo Wagner. Aggressively chasing the rebound and getting a second chance opportunity.
The three, Smith. The shot misses. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Mitchell. There's the block.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double-clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
And the Clippers making a change here.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
That puts him in the lead. Burks has got 6.
Burks takes no time getting that shot up, ready on the catch.
Batum outside. Smith outside. Pulls it from 20. Yes, it's good. He has 7.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Now in the game, number 55, Duncan Robinson.
There's a minute 12 left in the second period. Pass to Batum. Driving inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Tell you, how about the speed, the burst from Batum slashes his way to the cup. Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Ja slices through. Rebound Miami.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And here's Jaquez. The three from Mitchell. The shot won't fall. The Clippers in the lead. Morant looking around. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. 0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line. Heating up from the line this quarter, helping their cause for sure. They're right around 80% now.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mitchell. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Robinson. Towns with the ball. Guarded by Batum. The three from Banchero. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Los Angeles up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And timeout called by Ty Lue. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Powell with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Wiggins with a steal. Fast break Miami. And he's going for the... Oh, it's Banchero going up top.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Morant with it.
Miami foul. Davion Mitchell. Third personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Morant. With the D right on him. Morant gets his.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
Back to Banchero. Pass to Towns. Takes a three. Connects from downtown. And the Heat lead by 2. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Pass to Zubac. Powell for 3. They grab their own miss. For 3, Smith. Here's Zubac. They have a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Now Towns, covered by Smith. Pass to Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Down low. Here's Leonard. Back to Morant. Now Leonard. Let's go with a 3. Towns with a rebound. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Pass to Zubac. Over Towns. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
That's about using your size and knowing how to get it done. Mr. Zubac steps up.
Tipped. And it's the Clippers on the break. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
For 3, Robinson hits the three-pointer. Robinson's got 12 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Powell outside. The 3. Towns with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Wiggins for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. Back to Smith. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Zubac's shot is off.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Robinson for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Jones. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of the game.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good. It's both from the stripe. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Coffey. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end.
37.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Simmons. Pass to Batum. Back to Simmons. Here's Coffey. Launches a three. Sinks it from distance.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Now here's Burks. Left side, Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Outside Simmons. Kicks it out to Kennard. Pass to Coffey. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Just 5 to shoot. Kennard outside. Launches it. And Los Angeles another three.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown three. Good night.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Mitchell misses. Outside Simmons. Deflected. On the wing, Mitchell. Poke loose.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Outside Simmons. Back to Batum. Pass to Coffey. Batum, right side. Here's Coffey. Here's the three. Counted from distance. Coffey's got 6 here in the quarter.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Burks for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Batum, shot is off.
Yeah, this possession is make or break. They need points to stay within reach.
Here's Love. The shot's good. And the Heat lead by 7.
Well, you like to see Kevin Love operate from there. Yes, he can shoot the three, but he's also a dangerous interior scorer.
Here's Morant. Got a hand on it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. So it's Los Angeles now. Morant into the lane.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
For 3, Robinson. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Love. Now here's Banchero. Pounded by Morant. Robinson with it. Clock at 6. That three's off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Morant. Whoa! John dropping the hammer.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And that sends Duncan Robinson to the free throw line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. Clippers trail by 8. Now Morant. Screen by Leonard. Yes, sir! Ja can throw it down.
Oh, you know Morant wants it. And guess what? He got it. Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Back to Batum. For 3. Towns with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Love missing.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Morant with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
And so Miami takes